This Sunday, a section of Blue Hill Avenue will also come to life in a different way. This will be the city's second Open Streets event this year, taking place between Grove Hall and Dudley Street. To tell us about the event are two guests, the project manager from Circle the City, Jessica Parsons, and from Lightspeed Entertainment, the president, Arafat Akbar. Thank you both very much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Before I describe this event, I want to start with Arafat. Talk about this street and what makes it special to people who are familiar with it.
What makes it special to me is that I grew up, within 10 minutes of Blue Hill Ave, and I spent a lot of my childhood doing activities on Blue Hill Avenue. What makes it special to the city, it connects two very important neighborhoods. It connects Roxbury and Dorchester. And, a lot of our lives are connected, even though we may not reflect on it, to what happens on Blue Hill Ave.
Now, you say connecting. For some people, that means you drive from maybe one end of the avenue to the other and you don't stop. But in your case, the way you grew up around the avenue, you did make some stops, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, a lot of stops. Well, I grew up on Humboldt Ave, which is about 5 minutes from Blue Hill Ave. And growing up, I went to Masjid Al-Quran, which is on Intervale Street, which is right off of Blue Hill Ave. I've also frequented Mosque number 11, which is right in Grove Hall, also on Blue Hill Ave. So, I could name, if I traveled up in my mind, if I traveled up Blue Hill Ave, I could name, on every block something that's significant to me.
Turning to Jessica, why choose this avenue for a problem? We should explain what goes on here because, to begin with, you're going to shut down regular motorized traffic on Sunday, but beyond that, what's happening with this event?
Well, we like to say that Circle the City, the Open Streets events that we run, we close the streets to cars, but we open them to people. So the street, it's called an open street kind of nationally to think about how we can use the street for non-motorized uses and for people to just get out, to walk, to bike, to push a stroller, to be with each other in the neighborhood. Choosing this particular location was a really exciting thing for the initiative because we were actually approached by folks who live in the community, work in the community, and work to revitalize some of the spaces in the community, specifically an organization called Sustainability Guild International, which is run by one of the Circle the City partners, Jana Singzian. And the Sustainability Guild works specifically along Blue Hill Avenue and also in the Bowdoin Geneva area to revitalize vacant lots for gathering spaces, for art spaces, for kind of showcasing and demonstrating sustainable building out of upcycled materials and living walls and some really exciting things that think about redesigning spaces in a new way.
So short of banning motorized traffic permanently, I guess, coming out to an event like this Sunday, you're walking around, you might be riding around on a bike, but in this kind of a speed, you start thinking about seeing the avenue in a different way, maybe.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely a new perspective of our city. And we feel so grateful to have all of these community organizations come together. We're actually working with over 80 community organizations that are bringing programming to the streets. There's been so much excitement and engagement around this initiative. We held community meetings about it. We've been speaking, our partners have been speaking to the community about it. It's really been a community-led and community-driven project. So I feel really fortunate to have managed kind of the logistics of it and worked with so many people, connected with so many people. But we are really excited to offer this perspective that you don't get of Blue Hill Avenue ever, right? Because there are cars on the streets, just like at the other events that we've run.
Arafat, for a long time, people have been familiar with Grove Hall being one of the major nodes along the avenue, but you're going to be at the other end of this section at the Dudley Common there. So talk about what you've got planned.
So, Lightspeed Entertainment has been doing family and community entertainment in Boston for about 7 years now. And so, we were approached to host a stage at, Open Streets, Open World. And we wanted to do something that represented the feel of the event. And so we didn't want it to just be, a Lightspeed Entertainment, stage. And so what we did, we reached out to some prominent promoters and organizers in Boston who do entertainment. One being Ja D&D Ruff from If You Can Feel It, You Can Speak It, an open mic that happens in Jamaica Plain. We have Alaska Boston from Aphrodisia City, who does a number of different events around the city. And then we have Ashley Rose, who is an author and poet in Boston, the House of Nadra, a fashion designer. So we really wanted to mix it up and bring in a lot of different elements that represent the diversity of the event. So we're going to have, poetry, we're going to have fashion, we're going to have song, band, live music, and hopefully capture the feel of what Open Streets, Open World is bringing together.
It sounds like you made sure this is something that attracts different ages so parents can bring the kids and feel that everybody will be entertained.
Very diverse. We have youth performers. If You Can Feel It, You Can Speak It is an open mic from Jamaica Plain who serves the LGBTQ community. So yeah, we try to be as diverse as possible. Aphrodisia City does, they're mainly urban entertainment. So yeah, we have a real good mix, something for everyone.
Jessica, you've had events like this already in Jamaica Plain and on a section of Huntington Avenue. Is there anything that people take away from that and say that as a follow-up they want to do something or encourage something to happen maybe?
Well, we've gotten such a positive response from all the participants. We did surveys at the last several events that we did, and pretty much everybody says that they want to see more of this in Boston. So yeah, following up, we got feedback that people wanted more family activities, more things for kids to do in a concentrated area, because sometimes when people come with kids to these events, they don't want to travel that far, so they'll be all in one space. We've gotten more arts this time as well, and live music. So in addition to Arafat's stage, we also have a jazz stage that will be kind of in the middle of the route with 4 different programs for jazz bands.
And we mentioned that the time of this on Sunday is going to be exactly?
It's from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
And I know you got more information on the web, so where should people go for that?
CircleTheCityBoston.org.
All right, thank you very much for being with us, Jessica Parsons and Arafat Akbar.
Thank you.